let's leave it at that one, and then we'll move on to something new. We're gonna try for you guys. So me and Nick are gonna take it in turn to give each other a word, jargon buster, and we have 30 seconds to explain what that word means to you, and yeah, see if you get it, and then you can rate us in the comment section below. Cool. You
go first?
I go first, yeah. Okay. I'll start with an easy one then.
Okay.
So my word to you is credit.
Credit. So credit is the ability to borrow and to pay back at a later date. So you're essentially borrowing now to pay back in the future. So it allows you to take income in now that you can spend now, but then you have to pay it back at a later date. So say if you wanted to buy a car, you buy the car now, right on credit, so for a car loan, and then you pay that back at a later date, but then you get the benefits of enjoying the car now.
Okay, cool.
I tried. Look, put it on the spot. We've kind of discussed this already today. Inflation.
Ooh, okay, cool. Inflation means price of goods and items are rising over time. So, simple example is an Apple phone. If you got one of these, you know that it's gone up from like what, £600 to like £1,000 now.
Yeah, for the iPhone. Yeah, for the iPhone
10. I'm not buying that. So that's inflation in a nutshell. Or going into the supermarket, you want to buy your oranges or bananas. You know the price has gone up. So that's literally what inflation is. It means that things are becoming more expensive for you, and therefore your cost of living is going up, and it's rising as well if your salary or your income is not reflecting that. Jeez, that's actually hard. Cool. What should I do? Okay. So my word to you, Nick, refinance.
Oh, I like that one. I can do that one. So refinancing is basically, you've already lead on to the first one, you gave me credit. So you've got credit, but you want to make it cheaper for yourself. So what you do, you refinance that credit by using other means. So it could be loans or interest-free credit card to then make what you're borrowing cheaper, because you can get, say for example, a 0% credit card, put the credit that you've already used onto that credit card, and instead of paying say 18% in interest, you're paying 0% interest for X amount of months, and depending on the deal of the refinance that you get.
Cool. Nice and easy. You're taking too long. You're making it hard.
Bank of England.
Okay, that's not too bad. Bank of England, they are banks of banks. They are the guys that look after the economy financially, make sure that we have financial stability. They do that through two ways. For an inflation target, so they have like this holy grail, 2%, that inflation is good and not so good. So think about like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. She had a nice porridge, like the one that was just fine. 2% is just fine. They also set and they do this by interest rate. So they will set the base rate in order to hit inflation and to stabilize the economy.
Cool. Happy?
Cool. That's not too bad. One more?
Yeah.
I'll give you one more. So your word is an acronym, CCJ.
Which stands for County Court Judgment. So what a CCJ is, essentially, if you've all been quite on topic, I like it. They all kind of tie in. So like we was talking about credit, if say you've borrowed money, but you get to a point where you've not paid that money back, and the lender is actually taking you to court and said that you have defaulted on this payment, and they've put they take you to court saying that you've defaulted on a payment, and they've given you what's called a county court judgment, which then in turn also goes on your credit file as well, which is a mark against you. So then if any borrowers, lenders in the future want to lend you money, they may—
It's a red flag.
It's a red flag. They may be adverse to lending you money. Could be saying, well, this person's had a history of not paying money back. I'm not sure if I want to lend for them. So yeah, I like that. It ties in nicely to—
Sweet. All free. CCJ. So yeah, if you're in uni, it's a good one actually for you guys. Yeah. Pay your accommodation first.
Yes, because that can also give you CCJ.
Because if your landlord, if you stop paying your landlord and he takes you to court, small claims court, and gives you a CCJ, it may not affect you while you're still at uni, but 5-6 years down the line, you'll be
Go
crying.
get a mortgage. Although it's been tough out here to get a mortgage,
Yeah.
but if you're lucky enough to be in a position to go get mortgages and stuff like that in the future, if that's on your credit file, that's, as Ola said, that's a big red flag, and they will seriously take that into consideration before lending to you.
Yeah, so pay your bills, G.
Cool.
Is that one more for me or?
Oh, one more. Excuse my writing, people. Interest rates.
Okay, nice and easy. So we talked about this a lot today. Interest rate is essentially the interest that you're either charged or paid depending on whether you're a borrower or you're a saver. So give you an example. You go into your bank, you want a personal loan, or you're a student and you're taking out your student loan. There will be an interest attached to this loan. So it could be 5-6%, could be a lot more. That's what interest rate is. Similarly, on the flip side, if you save money, so if you're invested into, ISAs or bonds, so whether that be government bonds or company bonds, they will pay you an interest for you giving them the privilege of borrowing your money. So that's what an interest rate is in a nutshell.
All good, guys. That's just our little something we're gonna start introducing. Quick fire round.
Yeah, jargon busters.
Jargon busters, just to
Help you.
out and see anything, or if you got any suggestions for us, send them in as well.
Yeah, sweet. So I hope today has been very helpful for you guys. Definitely stay locked in. Subscribe.
Yeah.
Watch it, like it, share it. That's the most important one. Share it with at least 2 people that you know this will help. And please, most importantly as well, we want to hear from you guys, because you're the ones that keep the show going. Send in your questions, your comments, your thoughts. Let us also know what you would like us to talk about. And yeah, we'll cover it on future episodes. Until then,
See you soon.
bye.